Hey guys, Nick here. Tuesday evening, 19th. I had a fucking awesome day today, man. Fucking amazing day. Really fucking good day. We only made one mistake today. We touched ourselves. But I mean, the amount of work I did today, I need to find a different vice. You know, I gotta find, I don't want that to be the way I get my dopamine. I'm fine if I doom scroll, but it just directly affects work. So honestly, hypothetically, if doom scrolling did not affect your focus, I think instead of doing those disgusting things, I would just doom scroll. But anyways, we'll get into the day. So we finished our lunch, we had our little journal, and then I finished my cold calls. So we did 120 today. And I actually booked 2 meetings, so that's really cool. We booked 2 meetings, and they were both pretty decent. We had a couple no-shows. Yeah, we had 2 no-shows. One rescheduled, and then the other one was actually really excited to see me. And then his mother passed away an hour before the call, which is that's just speechless, insane. That happened. And so, I mean, the big thing I did today, I actually completed my offer. I'm so happy to say that. I completed my offer. The only things I really have to check off, if I need to do them, are the short form offer, the long form offer. And that's it. That's literally it. It took so long to it took a very, 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 very long time to list out a really good methodology that I was proud of, and then making the factors of value. That took such a long time, but it's so fucking good, bro, because those are the things that are gonna make everything perform. Ad copy, VSLs, sales scripts, sales pitches, YouTube videos, all that stuff. It's gonna help with it, immensely. It's gonna do so well. So I did that. And then what I also did is today I made my sales script. And it's so good. An example is factors of value. I would basically explain how I did a certain thing, and then I would pre-handle the most common concerns with that, because people say honestly the same shit, and it's so nice that I've done so many sales calls and I got so much doubt. Because if people are giving you 3 common objections for a certain way you do things, then all you gotta do is make a factor of value for it, and then you're fucking dogs chasing a guy on a bike. Make factors of value for it, and then you're chilling. You won't have those things anymore because you actually built solutions for them. An example, right? Database reactivation. Concerns are risk, me getting their customers, and then spamming their customers, and being represented the right way. So what I do, make factors of value to really just fucking kill that shit, kill those problems. And it's so good, man. It's so good. I finally feel like now I have a pitch. I feel like I can actually pitch it, and it's gonna be amazing, And of course, there's weight. And the other thing that's cool is with factors of value is that even if they're not in your pitch, you could use those to answer questions. That's what I realized, is that after you pitch, they're normally going to have the concerns that you have listed about your thing. And if they give you that, then you could just list off a factor of value, and then just tie it off with a little bow of confidence, and then boom, deflected. You don't have to make these bullshit answers on the spot, because there's so much they could say. There's so many concerns they could have, which is why when building the offer, that is why Hormozi, and that is why, Charlie said a little bit, but Hormozi emphasized it, because I'm pretty sure he created this entire framework. He invented it. But it's get as specific as possible and list as many possible problems or concerns with each thing you do, and then make a solution for it. And then by then, not only does your offer become better and just more perceived likelihood of happening, but any concerns, any of the opposite, doesn't stand a chance, because you already made a solution for that. And the other beautiful thing is that you don't necessarily have to prove it to them that your answer is what is it called, legit. Because what you could do is you can list your answer, explain why it benefits, and then if they question it, you just go back to social proof. So let's say I have 5 clients, they made $100K a month, and the guy's concerned about closing, right? And I'm like, don't worry, we're going to provide proven sales frameworks that really work and convert, so that you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. And he's like, I don't know if that's going to work. I'm like, did you see my clients' results? It works. They would have not made $100,000 a month if my sales, and you just tie it back to proof. So it's really fucking good, because you don't even have to get in the weeds and pray that they know everything. You can just say your statement, say it with confidence, and if you have social proof, they're not going to deny it. It's almost like the factors of value also gives a reason for them to believe social proof, because you can give a reason of why things happen with your clients. So it's really fucking cool, man. By the way, I'm walking around the neighborhood, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. Even though it's pretty late, it's gonna be a very quick gym trip. Not even on the treadmill, nothing like that, just lifting. Probably legs or something, probably legs and core. But yeah, it is such a fucking good day, bro. Fucking awesome day. Finished our offer. It's pretty good. Another thing I'm excited about is guarantee, because and I'm gonna write this down for them, honestly. The thing is, I am excited to put down some conditions for the guarantee so that no one can claim their money. But look, the guarantee is that the guarantee is by day 90 that they make their entire they make 4 times their investment. What the fuck is this guy doing? This guy just stopped his car in the road and just waited for me to walk past him. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. So the guarantee is in 90 days, by day 90, they're gonna make 4 times what they invest. So to do the math, that will be 3,000 plus another. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's around 18. That's around 4,800. Okay. That's to be pessimistic. That's 5K. Okay. Basically 5K. $3,000 for me. Times 600 something by 3, right? So that's another 1,800. So basically 5K. So that means with database for activation and ads as well. With database for activation and ads as well, they need to make 20 grand. In 3 months, though. 3 months. That's 3 whole months. That's good. They could definitely do that. They could actually make that money Not one job. No, definitely not one job. Unless it was like an insane, big, like a crazy job that I never heard of. The most I've heard anyone close in one job was 16. So some of my two biggest jobs was Alex, my old client. He almost closed one for 9K. Matthew in the beginning, he got a job that was 12K. And then Kevin got a job 16K. So those are pretty rare, but they need to make 20 grand. So I mean, look, over the course of 3 months, like in the course of 3 months, they need to make around, what is that? 3 months. Like they need to make like 6-7 grand a month. And if okay, that's if reactivation flops. Okay, if reactivation flops, then it might be a little bit difficult to hit that number. Now, if reactivation, listen, if reactivation even generates 2K, like that's a big advantage. Big advantage. So, yeah. Now my service is gonna have to get better. Because I mean, here's the thing. I could guarantee a 4x on 3K, or I could guarantee a 4x on 4,800. Now, I mean, I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'm kind of rambling already. Now, the thing is, if I guarantee 4x on 3K, then they're going to make 12K. They're going to spend 5K, make 12K. That's not super good in my opinion. And that might not be a good enough guarantee to like really sell. Now, if I'm offering a 4x on 4,800, that's way better, but it is harder to fulfill. It is just harder to fulfill. Now, I could make some conditions. Like, listen here. Okay, so let's say they close at 25%, right? Which that's 1 out of 4. So if they get, let's start with this. If they get like, let's just say they need 8 jobs. They need 8 jobs at an average of 2K, okay? That's around 16. We'll just say they need 10 jobs. They need 10 jobs at an average of 2K. Okay? 10 jobs, average of 2K. That's going to be a little bit hard to hit, I'm not gonna lie, with the $20 a day budget. So that means we need to get 40 estimates over the course of 3 months though. So that's like, okay, 40 estimates over the course of 3 months. That's around, I want to say 17. No, what the fuck am I saying? That is around 13 a month. Ooh, that's a bit hard to hit, I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, first of all, look, they have to close at 25%, which means 1 out of 4 estimates. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if the estimates are decent, they should be closing a lot more. And you can also get a huge job. I mean, so look, very commonly, very, very, very commonly, they're not gonna have just like a bunch of 2K jobs. They're gonna have very small jobs, and then they're also gonna have some medium-sized jobs, and then a couple jobs are gonna be fucking massive. So I'm talking about like 5K or 8K or even above 10. Like I've had that happen a couple times now, where they get like jobs above 10K. And you can imagine those jobs above 10K, those fucking spike the LTV. Like for example, if someone makes like 4K on month 1, right? That's not a good trajectory. But on month 2, let's say on month 2, they only made like $800 in the first 2 weeks, right? Which is gonna be pretty shit for them for month 2, considering they made 4K. Now just bear with me while I say the story. This isn't a real story. This is just like an idea. Dude, what the fuck? Why the fuck did she put that like back there? Oh my god, bro. Anyways, I'm getting frustrated, but okay. Now on month 2, if they make $800 in the second week of 2 months, they're gonna be freaking out. Now let's just say out of nowhere, they close a job that's 8 grand, right? Okay. So by then it's month 2. Hopefully my speaker doesn't go crazy because it's connected to something probably. But let's say they close a job and it's $8,000, bro. Then it's fucking party time, bro. Because at that time, it is month 2, and they already made like
Bobby Jack. Okay.
Oh my fucking god, bro. All right, thank fucking god, Jesus Christ. Anyways, it's gonna be month 2, and they're gonna make over half their return. Now look, this is all on the assumption that they make 0 money with database reactivation, if I'm being honest. Now, you know what I could actually do? You know what I could do? What I could do is, if they have a qualified list of like 50 people and above, like actually no, 75. If they have a qualified list of over 75 people, customers, then I can give them a refund. I can guarantee them 4x on 4,800, which would be like 20K, right? Now, actually, it's actually quite a bit less than 20K. It's actually 19,200. So that's a big difference. That's like that could be a whole job worth, 800. But you get the point. If they have a list big enough, I can give them a guarantee of like 4,800 ROI on that. Now, if they don't have a list, then what we could do is offer the guarantee for just 3K. Or maybe like 3,500, just to cover like a little bit of ads, not have them in the hole so much. I think like that's a really good guarantee, and that will be good enough. Like, cause dude, like, big picture here, we're trying to get clients so we can improve our service and get paid as well. Obviously, we're trying to get paid a lot, and we're trying to like really get more clients so we can really fucking flywheel this thing. Because the more we can flywheel, the faster we can go, right? So that's the idea. I think that guarantee is really good. So that the guarantee basically is, if they don't hit 4x, if they don't make 4 times their investment in 90 days, then they get a full refund, and they also get $500 on top of that. And by the way, for them to qualify for the refund as well, they have to close at least 25%. Because bro, if you're not closing 1 out of 4 jobs, bro, there are some attractive women, bro, here. Okay, anyways. Yeah, if they don't close at least 25%, then bro, like, that's just, like, we're giving you 5 high quality leads and you can't close one. Like, we can't really help you at that point. Like, your ROI is based on your closing rate at that point, So, it has to be contingent on conditions, bro, because look, if they close at like actually like 33%, which isn't crazy. 33% is like, that's pretty normal. That's like pretty skilled, but like not insane. Then if they can close 1 out of 3, and we provide them like 25 estimates that are very qualified, then that's what? That's like what, 9 jobs? And if they're getting a job, it's probably gonna be some bangers. Actually, no, it's actually a bit more. I mean, here's also the thing, because I'm going off of numbers with Kevin, and his reply rate was really fucking bad for like a lot of leads, and we locked in the system very, very recently. So I mean, if the system is locked in, then we're gonna get a lot more than 20. We're gonna get like probably like 40 estimates. Like, that's not too much. Like 40 estimates, bro. Okay, so anyways, if they close at 50%, they're getting 20 jobs, that's gonna make them a fuck ton of money. If they close 33%,